Hello folks, this is Kirk from Kirk Plane once again, just getting ready to open up a discussion forum where I just want to stimulate some thought and give people an opportunity to think for themselves, to hear information that they may not normally hear, and have them use their minds and their hearts to figure out possibly some new ideas, some new perspectives, and maybe clean up some of the old trashy ideas we've had, some attitudes we've had, some perspectives that were wrong, and just move us further on down the road that we are all on, which is a journey for the soul. So the first thing I want to start out with is that right is right and wrong is wrong. And in dealing with the journey of souls, I think we always try to pick battles that we feel we have to win. But what if there is no battle that we have to win? What if there is no red line in the sand? What if there is no point of no return? What if there is no right path? What if there is no exact way to pursue spirituality? And the reason I say this is because there's probably 27,000 different paths anyway that people are trying to pursue spirituality, and maybe they're all wrong. Maybe there is one way, and the 27,000 ways that are out there are going to lead people straight to soul abandonment and destruction forever in eternity. Because that's what they're doing to each other. They're drawing lines in the sand. They're saying we have the truth and you don't, and they've divided themselves out of the kingdom on particular doctrines, particular beliefs, particular dogmas. And I'm guaranteeing you 27,000 of them are not all right. So there is right and there is wrong, and there's no difference. What about that? They all can't be right if they're dividing out based on differences. Or they're all right no matter what, and there is no wrong. But it can't be both. They can't be all right and they can't be all wrong. So, using your critical thinking then, if they're not all wrong, then they can't all be right. Because if they were all right, they wouldn't be separating from each other, at least not on the earthly plane. But what if they're all right in their ideas on the spiritual plane, and that just on the earthly plane they're disagreeing? What do you think of that? What if on the heavenly plane they are all right because they are following spirit? Just a thought. Or because they're not following spirit, then on this earthly plane and spirit plane they're wrong all the time, 100%, whether in flesh or in spirit or in eternity. Or what if some are right and some are wrong, and we're not in the business to try and figure it out? What about that? So as I said, maybe we should all just pick our battles, because we're not in this spiritual journey of the soul to try to decide who in the world is right and who in the world is wrong. I think one should focus on yourself so that you do it right. Welcome back to you, Mr. Soul Man, Soul Woman, Soul Journeyer. Come back to your path. Why don't you do what is right for you? and not worry about what everybody else is doing? How about if you neutralize your animosity or your judgment and let God figure it out for them? God or Spirit or the Creator or the Essence or the Divine Sovereign Light, whatever it is for you. Let them identify it and figure it out for themselves. You carry on your soul journey. You manifest your soul journey in whatever ways you see fit, and you verbalize it and realize it how you choose to. And that's an interesting way to think about it, is when you're seeking spirit or truth, you're reaching to the spirit and manifesting in the earthly. Or you're coming to realize, or a realization in your spirit, and then you realize it in your life. Realize. Making it real. Realize. Or make it real. Realize. Make it real before your eyes. Realize. It only has to be that for you. Not everybody's going to understand what you have to say from your spirit. You need to develop your words. You need to develop your manifestation. You need to develop your speech. You need to develop your articulation. You need to develop your vision. And take your vision or your spiritual revelation and bring it down from its high and mighty spiritual realm where you found it, in your spirit and in your mind, and bring it into this reality for others to see what you're talking about. Because there is no magic tricks. There are some magic tricks, but most people don't believe in magic, so it's not going to work. Magic is for the magician. Even in the Bible, there was magic. Fire was called down from heaven by one man's god, and it burned up firewood and a burnt offering. And then another one called fire down, and he piled up the rocks, the sticks, the offering, the firewood, and then the fire came down and it consumed the rocks, the sticks, the dirt, and everything around it. So that was magic. But God honored the magic to prove he was greater than their littler belief that they had and their smaller spirituality, to show the higher level that's attainable in the spirit, and that it can manifest greater in this life through meditation, through prayer, through relationship, through understanding, through developing the speech and the realization to manifest it towards others. That's exactly what God or the Creator has called us to do, is to keep elevating ourselves higher and higher towards Him. It, her, they, whatever you want to call it, the Creator, the essence, the source, whatever. Those are all words Eternity is way beyond the words. Seek to enter eternity in your meditation and get out beyond the spirits and the spiritual realm and the spiritual ideas to find the Creator, to find the answers, to find the unseen, to find those things that aren't explained in the Bible. Bible's a great start to trickle in small doses of spirituality, but it doesn't contain all the answers. The answers are outside the book and outside this universe, in the hands of the Creator. That's where I encourage you to elevate yourself to. Have a great day.